Ever pondered over what Vipassana meditation really is? Well, let's unravel the mystery together. Vipassana, which means to see things as they really are, is one of India's most ancient techniques of meditation, rediscovered by Gautama Buddha more than 2,500 years ago. This powerful form of meditation is not tied to any religion or dogma. It's a non-sectarian technique that transcends all boundaries of culture, race, and religion. It's about self-transformation through self-observation. It focuses on the deep inner connection between mind and body, which can be experienced directly by disciplined attention to the physical sensations that form the life of the body, and that continuously interconnect and condition the life of the mind. The benefits of Vipassana are manifold. It can lead to a balanced mind full of love and compassion. It's not an escape from reality, but rather a tool to help us navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity. It can help us eradicate mental impurities, resulting in the highest happiness of full liberation. Its goal is to illuminate the path of self-realization and liberation from suffering. Vipassana is not a quick fix, it's a journey. It's a technique that requires commitment and discipline, but the rewards are profound. Over time, the practice can lead to a radical shift in perspective, an ability to experience each moment fully, and a profound sense of inner peace. Remember, Vipassana is not about trying to change who you are, but about understanding who you are. It's about observing, without judgment or resistance, whatever arises in your experience, moment by moment. It's about cultivating mindfulness, awareness, and equanimity, so you can live with more clarity, understanding, and wisdom. So, are you ready to dive into the world of Vipassana meditation? Before you begin your journey into Vipassana meditation, it's important to prepare. The first step is to find a space that's quiet and comfortable, somewhere you can feel at ease. This could be a corner of your room, your garden, or even a quiet park. The key is to find a space that allows you to disconnect from the external world and connect with your inner self. Next, let's talk about posture. You can sit on a chair, a cushion, or even on the floor, as long as you maintain an upright posture. Your spine should be straight, but not tense. Your hands can rest on your knees or in your lap. Creating a conducive environment is also crucial. You may want to dim the lights or light a candle. Some people find that certain scents like lavender or sandalwood can enhance their meditation experience. Now that you're ready, let's move on to the actual practice. Now, close your eyes and start focusing on your breath. This is the first step towards your journey of Vipassana meditation. As you settle into a comfortable position, let your breath be the anchor that holds you in the present moment. It's the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the soft whisper of air through your nostrils. You're not trying to change or control your breath, you're simply observing it as it is. As you delve deeper into this state of awareness, you may notice your mind starting to wander. Thoughts might bubble up to the surface, like leaves floating down a stream. You might find yourself thinking about your to-do list, a past conversation, or even wondering if you're doing this right. That's perfectly normal. It's what minds do. They think. In Vipassana meditation, we don't try to push these thoughts away or cling onto them. Instead, we observe them without judgment. Think of yourself as a silent observer, watching your thoughts come and go without getting swept away by them. You're not trying to suppress or change these thoughts, you're merely acknowledging their existence. This non-judgmental observation is the essence of Vipassana. It's about seeing things as they really are, not as we want them to be. You may notice feelings and emotions arising too, perhaps impatience, calm, or even restlessness. Again, observe these emotions without judgment. Don't label them as good or bad, they're simply what is. As you continue with your practice, you might start to notice sensations in your body. It could be the feel of the air against your skin, the pressure of the floor beneath you, or even a slight itch or discomfort. In Vipassana, we observe these sensations too, again without judgment. We simply notice them, acknowledging them as part of our present experience. This process of observation brings us closer to the reality of the present moment. It helps us to see that our thoughts, feelings, and sensations are transient, always changing. It shows us that we are not our thoughts, we are the observer of our thoughts. And as we cultivate this ability to observe without judgment, we start to develop a profound sense of inner peace and equanimity. Remember, the key is to observe without judgment. It's about being fully present, fully aware, and accepting of whatever arises in this very moment. It's not always easy, and it takes practice. But with time, Vipassana meditation can become a powerful tool for self-discovery and inner transformation. So keep practicing, keep observing. And remember, every breath, every thought, every sensation is an opportunity to return to the present moment, to return to the here and now. This is the practice, this is Vipassana. Remember, the key is to observe without judgment. It's normal to face challenges when you start practicing Vipassana meditation. Like any new skill, it takes time and practice to get the hang of it. So let's discuss some of those common challenges and how to overcome them. Distraction is one of the most common challenges in Vipassana meditation. You might find your mind wandering off to your shopping list, work deadlines, or that embarrassing thing you did 20 years ago. Don't worry, it happens to everyone. The trick is not to fight the distraction, but to acknowledge it and gently bring your focus back to your breath. Over time, you'll find it easier to maintain your focus. Another common challenge is restlessness. It's not uncommon to feel antsy or uncomfortable, especially when you're just starting out. If you're finding it hard to sit still, you might try adjusting your posture or even meditating in a different position. Remember, the goal is not to achieve a perfect lotus position, but to find a position where you can be comfortable and alert. Physical discomfort is another challenge that many beginners face. It's important to listen to your body. If you're feeling pain or discomfort in a certain position, don't push yourself to stay in it. Adjust your position or take a break if you need to. Over time, as your body adapts, you'll find it easier to sit for longer periods. Finally, impatience can be a major roadblock. You might feel frustrated if you're not seeing immediate results, or if you're finding it hard to quiet your mind. Remember, meditation is not about achieving a state of perfect calm or emptiness. It's about observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. So try to approach each session without expectations and be patient with yourself. But remember, patience and consistency are your friends in this journey. It might take a few weeks or even a few months to start noticing the benefits of Vipassana meditation, but stick with it. The journey is just as important as the destination, and the more you practice, the easier it will get. So, that's Vipassana meditation for you. We've journeyed together through the mystical lanes of Vipassana, an ancient meditative technique that holds the power to unveil the world as it truly is. We've learned that it's not just a form of meditation, but a way of life that promotes mindfulness and self-transformation through self-observation. We started with an introduction to Vipassana, understanding its roots and significance. We discovered that it's not about suppressing thoughts or emotions, but about observing them without judgment. Vipassana teaches us to witness our experiences just as they are, without attaching labels or biases to them. Next, we delved into the preparation for Vipassana. We understood the importance of finding a quiet place, sitting comfortably, and allowing ourselves to be present in the moment. These simple steps lay the foundation for a fruitful Vipassana session. Then we explored the process of Vipassana meditation itself. We learned to focus on our breath, to become aware of its rhythm, and to let it anchor us in the present moment. We also learned to observe our thoughts and feelings as they come and go, without getting attached or reacting to them. We also discussed some common challenges and tips. We learned that it's normal for the mind to wander and that it's okay to have days when meditation feels difficult. The key is to be patient and persistent, and to remember that every moment of observation, no matter how fleeting, contributes to our journey of self-discovery. And so, as we conclude, let's remember the essence of Vipassana meditation. It's about observing without judgment, about understanding ourselves better, and about cultivating a sense of peace and balance in our lives. I encourage you to make Vipassana a part of your daily routine. Practice regularly, even if for a few minutes a day, and you'll start noticing subtle changes in your perspective and your response to life's various situations. Remember, meditation is a journey, not a destination. Each step on this path is a step towards greater peace and understanding. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.